12 Hours of Hell, Metalocalypse the Complete Series, and NECA at the San Diego Comic-Con, all on this Wednesday edition of Spill the Guts.
I like it spooky.
Hello and welcome. I am your horror news host Clint, as well as 1/3 of the I Like It Spooky Horror podcast, which brings you a featured news, reviews, interviews, and entertainment show every other week, as well as this brief genre news roundup every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Today is Wednesday, June 21st, and this just in. This story, very local to my area here in Lower Mid-Michigan, comes to us from gutcheckfitness.com. So there is a very small town just north of me that used to be home for Hearstfest until that event grew out of the available space. Hell, Michigan will now be home to 12 Hours of Hell on Friday, June 30th. From the website. Just imagine if you could go to hell and back. Guess what? You can. Come join us for our inaugural 12 Hours of Hell Rucker Run. The event will kick off Friday, June 30th at 7 p.m. as the sun sets over hell. You'll have 12 hours to ruck or run as far as you can in that time frame. The man or woman with the most miles logged at 7 a.m. Saturday morning will be declared the winner. Of course, it's not just about winning or losing, but about being able to survive 12 hours of hell in the eerie dark of the night. Since it is the 4th of July weekend, we have to add a touch of patriotism to the event. Here's how it works. There will be 3 loops, a red 17-mile loop, a white 12-mile loop, and a blue 8-mile loop, plus shorter bonus loops for those that finish all 3 of the loops above. Runners, your goal is to complete all 3 loops in 12 hours, but if you don't, that's fine. Finish as many miles as you can. Ruckers, your goal is to do the same as above while carrying a 35-pound pack. Try to get all 3 loops or as many as you can in 12 hours. But here's the catch to make it a little more fun and challenging. Each loop will see additional weight added to your packs. If you finish the red, white, and blue loops before the 12 hours are up, there will be a 2 to 3 mile bonus loop to complete as many times as you can to get the most miles. But at the beginning of each bonus loop, even more weight will be added to your pack. Why? Because it's hell. Do you have what it takes to make it to hell and back? For more info and to purchase tickets, visit gutcheckfitness.com. Whether you're a lifelong fan or new to the brutality, here is a brief synopsis of Metalocalypse. Between the pressures of fame, family, their psycho fans, and a secret organization out to destroy them, the biggest death metal band on the planet, Deathclock, will rock the world or die trying. On a previous edition of Spill the Guts, I reported about the upcoming Metalocalypse movie, Army of the Doomstar. iHorror.com now reports that a gigantic, brutal set of all 62 episodes of the Brennan Small and Tommy Blacha series that blends metal and animation into a bloody milkshake, including the upcoming feature film, Army of the Doomstar Requiem, a clock opera, will be available on digital and DVD later this year, beginning August 15th.
We're the most brutal band in the world. What do any of you know about being brutal?
And now it's time to pause for station identification as we hear from our podcast network, the PFPN.
You're listening to the Prescribed Films Podcast Network, home to hundreds of hours of free podcast entertainment. The shows on this network all have a common goal, providing you with the best discussions about movies and other forms of entertainment media. The PFPN hopes to fill your earholes with audio joy. Visit our website with links to all the other amazing shows at www.thepfpn.com. Thanks for listening.
Last story of the day comes to us from NECA, who is currently at the San Diego Comic-Con, which starts today and runs through the 23rd. And as normal, NECA is on hand with new convention-exclusive collectible action figures. Although it looks like the majority of their lineup isn't horror-related this time around, it does include a new 7-inch glow-in-the-dark Creature from the Black Lagoon figure. Other offerings include Alf, Gremlins, and an assortment of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures. As in the past, NECA will be offering a limited amount of these exclusives for sale online each day of the convention starting at noon Eastern Standard Time until quantities run out. Buyers are limited to 2 of each item they wish to purchase. Be sure to hop over to store.necaonline.com for more details and to be able to purchase any of this year's 2023 San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. And that's a wrap on this Wednesday's edition of Spill the Guts. Don't forget that you can find the I Like a Spooky Horror podcast on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube Music, Twitter, TikTok, and to never miss a feature episode or Spill the Guts news segment by subscribing wherever you get your podcasts. Be sure to tune in Friday for more news, the word on the street from Ted's Marvelous Custom Gumball Emporium, and to find out what this coming Sunday's feature episode has in store for you. All that and more on the next edition of
Spill the Guts.
Hey, what's wrong with you, man? Show some fucking respect for the dead, will ya?